All right, guys, what is up? I am They Coming, and welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the much anticipated, lots of, oh my gosh, tons of preparation has gone into tonight. Lots of awesome teamwork with some of our leadership of the organization that we're putting together. But this will be Team TCM. Tonight we have tryouts. We will be welcoming new members onto the team at the end of the weekend. And this is part one of tryouts. There's going to be a second part to these tryouts tomorrow night at the same time. Tonight will be focused on solos. This will be a 10-man free-for-all. All of these players registered for tryouts ahead of time, and we'll be leading them through a series of challenges as it progresses. We're going to play 16 games tonight, and however long that takes, it takes. Okay? So I just want to welcome everyone that has registered for these tryouts. Jeez, I can barely talk. I've been thinking about this all day long. It's been like I've been feeling so anxious to like get on with this. But also thank you to the leaders that have helped to set this up. We've had a lot of great meetings to talk about how we should structure this. This is the first time that I've put on something like this for Squad Busters. And it's going to be a lot of fun. They'll be playing 16 games. They won't be just all simple 16 games. But we're going to lead them through it step by step. Greg should be proctoring how this works in Discord for us. Noxon is going to be creating the lobbies. And yeah, so we're almost at 10 o'clock. I know that they're partying up right now. Noxon is in a team right now. Deadrar looks like he's in the team with them. And there's going to be some other players that should also be jumping into the team. We want to make sure everyone gets into that lobby. And once they get them in the lobby, this should go kind of smoothly. So if you are supposed to be in team right now, now's the time to join up. The link to the party has been posted on Discord. And so, yeah, let's catch up with the chat real quick. I want to thank everyone for being here. Mikey Key, what's up? Mikey Key is trying out tonight. Baby doll, she's here. Mr. Brian P, let's go. Astro's trying out as well. GS8P, yeah, boy. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Gucci boy, hey, dude, welcome. He says, good luck to everyone trying out. Mr. GS8P, what's up? Nice. We are doing okay. What's up, Tiny777? So excited to check out the tryouts. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. 16 games is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It should go by quick once we get it. Once we get it going. Greg has announced the first set of rules, and I'll go ahead and share it on screen right now. Here they are. Boink. Nope, that's not it. Boink. First set. Okay. So here it is. First set. We're going to play 4 games. The first 2 games, we're going to have no limits. You can play whatever hero you want. We have no bans at all. We're going to let you get comfortable. And we want to see how you perform. So first 2 games, anything goes. After that, we're going to introduce a handful of bans, and we'll play 2 more games with bans. And then after those 2 games, we're changing it up entirely. So I don't want to confuse anything. I'm going to take that off the screen. Give the go ahead. Go when ready. Is everyone in the lobby? Just checking in. Noxon is going to be that point, that sort of head lead on that. And we'll be paying attention, but if we see Noxon go live, we need to jump right in. I see the dad. Dad's in the team. Nice. Greg's there. He can be on spectate mode. I will be on spectate mode. And we'll be watching these games. We'll be watching the games. First 2, and Mr. A. First 2 games will be no bans. So just start. Play normal. Play straight. First 2 games. So yeah, whew, man, it has been a lot of preparation getting to this point. Building the server. Massive shout out to Geeden, one of my IRL friends. It is pretty massive to have a friend that was able to give me a nice skeleton for the server, and then from there I was able to build it out, customize it a little bit more to kind of what I want to do immediately with it. I know that over time the server itself is going to need to be kind of doctored up, trimmed down, expanded, trimmed down again. In my experience with Clash of Clans, the servers that I have run, they always tended to feel really bloated. So one thing that I'm going to try to do is to keep my server for Squad Busters here and this team in particular as lean as possible. And I know that that might be a tall order, but making sure that I don't have any threads that no one's using, making sure that we don't have threads that are redundant, things like that. That's my overall goal for the Discord server. And if you're not on the Discord server yet and you'd like to join that, we are going to have a community team that will be more open invite and open participation with community members. Noxton says starting in 30 seconds. All right, so we'll be right into this tryout, guys. We're starting almost right on time. Actually, 2 minutes ahead. Wow. People are on it tonight. This is what I like to see. Punctuality. Punctuality. And it wouldn't be a TC stream without an ice cold Coca-Cola. Let's be punctual with that clink, clink. Here we go. Crack it open. Hold on. ASMR. Pop. Here it goes. Hope that sounded good. Sounded good to me. So yeah, good luck to all of our participants tonight, all of our candidates. I'm excited to see this play out. But I'll be going over the format as we go, as will Greg in Discord, to make sure that all our candidates are tuned in and aligned with what we're trying to do. First 2 games, anything goes. Pick whatever hero you want. Pick whatever abilities you want. Anything. Right? Nothing is off limits. We're ready to go. Noxon says starting. We are ready. And here we go. TCM tryouts have begun, baby. Let's get it. All right. Let's follow some of the other people. Let's see. Balthazar in the top left. We got the dad on the Sonic. Okay. Bulldog on the Queen. Ooh, Bulldog. Interesting to see his start. Taking the Elite 1 and the Heavy on start. Is he on heal packs? Because something tells me that if he's working with these health shields right off the rip, heal pack start could be the way. He does pick the Archer after. It's a little bit of an interesting course there. But Bulldog is a strong player. Let's see what's going to happen. We got Deadrar. We got Mr. A taking away that Archer from Mr. Bulldog. Let's see what's going on the outside. Astro on the Queen as well. Ooh, he looked like he had the Wizard plus Heavy start himself. Or was that, did he get the Lucky Mike or the Lucky Wizard? Unclear. We didn't see it start. Bulldog, though, eating a little bit of pain, does take something back from Deadrar. What's he going to pick next? He wants to get that Archer back in his squad. Okay. Astro's chilling on the bottom, taking his time. Deadrar on the chickens and Spike. Very interesting there. Doing a little bit of farmage. 2.5 minutes left. Kiki looking hot on this Queen. So we got a lot of Queens on the field right now. Okay. Lots of Queen play. I like it. All right. Poco. There we go. Lots of heavy overshield going on here. I think some of these players have a lot of the same idea. They've been seeing the power of the heal packs. King Aaron on the Spike. Or excuse me, the Sonic. Gonna be running wild with it. A little bit of aggression over here. Balthazar and Mr. A. Mr. A taking a little bit of a beating. Now he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is gonna eat the double grenade. Can he get out? Oh man, the Spike healing just barely keeping those squaddies alive. But The weak player has been spotted. Baltzar sees Mr. A. Gonna ether grenade in return. Another grenade going to trade back. Okay. Pilgor on the bottom. Okay. King Aaron in the middle. Everyone just being very, very passive at this moment. All right. Not wanting to overcommit. Looks like Astro has been chipped down a little bit. He's going to start picking some stuff back up. Balthazar was busted. Uh-oh. Looks like Bulldog took a key. Bulldog with the first bust. Astro over here with the queen. Bulldog looking pretty monstrous, though. Has built up a pretty sizable squad. Kiki minding her own business. 1 minute left. King Aaron down here. Mr. A, again, having taken a little bit of a beating, does get a nice heal up there. Left his potion behind, but what's going to happen here? He's going to run back, grab something else. King Aaron got busted. By whom? We missed the action. We'll have to catch that scorecard at the very end. Everyone's so spread out. Astro was busted. Looks like Bulldog. Pilgor got busted. Deadrar between a rock and a hard place. Lots of damage. Deadrar pinned between two places here. Where is it? Deadrar is dead. Bulldog busted him down. Bulldog has at least 2 kills that I've caught. Lots of damage. And Mr. A's busted. Bulldog is on a tear. I think that's at least 3 kills for Bulldog this game. Kiki now under attack. Pushing the vines. Kiki busted. Oh my gosh. Bulldog in game 1 with no restrictions at all would appear to have smashed that game. Bulldog. Wow. Wow. GG's Bull. Balthasar says GG's to Bull. King says GG's to Bull. Holy moly. What an excellent start for Bulldog. We know Bulldog is a tried and true tournament player, actually. His last team was Verwert. And as I understand it, he left Verwert at the end of 2024, I think in December. But has been called up to play as a alternate player in some of their more recent tournaments. So he's not actually a member of Verwert anymore, as far as he tells me. And he's just interested in trying out. He's wanted to join a new team, and I'm not going to stop that. If he wants to try for TCM, heck yeah, let's get him in here. Full. All right, so next up we will get another game. Again, second game will be no rules. We're going to make sure that we have the scorecards posted. I'm going to be saving these scorecards in a folder myself so that it doesn't get buried in a Discord chat here, because that's going to be very, very important. TCM. Let's see, tryouts. Tryout scores. Cool, get this. Yoink this in here. That's a shortcut, son of a gun. Download you. Trial scores. Bit. Game 1. Cool. And yeah, guys, Bulldog had 5 busts in that game. 5. Bulldog busted. Did we lose the lobby? What happened here? What happened? I no longer see Noxon in the team. Bulldog, oh my gosh. This score is actually nutty. I will go and flash it up. Score. Here's game 1, baby. Game 1 is right here. What a wild start. And we are live, guys. Hop into the spectate for game 2. Oh, we're a little bit late. Rip that. Noxon now On the spike, off of the queen, or excuse me, yeah, off of the queen. Let's see, is Bulldog going to be back onto the queen? Is he going to play queen again? Astro on the Sonic. Dad running away. A little bit of poke there, a little bit of damage. Bulldog back on the queen. It looks like he's going for a similar start. This time taking the wizard start with that heavy. Prioritizing the cooldowns. Looks like the heal pack life is real. Taking a little bit of damage. Bulldog's going to roll to the outside. Okay. Interesting little dance around the center here. Not wanting to commit. The spike just running the ring with the chickens. King Aaron on that king, though. Looking to punish out somebody if possible. Dead Rar on the spike. Very nice. Oh! Mr. A busted early by Bulldog. We barely caught that one right there. Uh-oh. Dead Rar showing a little bit of aggression. But spike on spike can be a bit of a stalemate. King Aaron. What's going on here? Bulldog being aggressive towards that center. Showing off the power of the heal pack. Nice stun from Dead Rar, though. I think he found a second, but he ran away from it. At least I think that landed. What's going on here? Everyone's kind of found their corner, found their zone. Noxon's building up that spike squad. King Aaron trying to pummel some of these bosses in the center, showing a massive amount of respect to Bulldog right now. Balthazar was busted by whom? Can't see it. Dead Rar. Golden spike, no less. Astro healing up. Looking good there. And the fight over the middle. Dead Rar. Bulldog gonna scoop up some of that money. Where's the action, though? Uh-oh. A little bit of aggression here. Oh! A little damage on the Noxon, though. Noxon's gonna pull off. Dead Rar gonna find Noxon. Noxon's gonna pull up. Bulldog being double teamed right there, but then the other two squads take on each other. Oh, man. Bulldog just unbreakable. The unbreakable queen build is so strong, guys. Damage on a Mikey Key. Mikey Key slipping out. Is she going to survive? She does. Okay. Okay. All right, so once again, game one looked like this. Bulldog, massive gem count. Noxon coming in second. Mikey Key in third. The Dad in fourth. Followed by Mr. A going down to Bulldog. Dead Rar going down to Bulldog. Pilgor going down to Dead Rar. Astro, King Aaron, and Balthazar all busted by Bulldog. Bulldog got absolutely massive that game. Now, the rules are changing. Those were the two warm-up games. We let everyone play whatever they wanted. But now we get to focus a little bit. Take away some of the strongest stuff. Okay? I'm going to check in on Discord and see what goes here for candidate chat. Greg has put the bans in for game two. We're starting with some simple bans. Before we change the rules even more, we're going to introduce a few simple bans. So for those of you who are new to the tryout process, I am also kind of new to this tryout process. Chickens. Chicken clones, that is. Heal packs. And Blazing Light. Those three spells have been banned. We're going to play 2 more games. You can play whatever hero you want. How is Bulldog going to change his name? It told me I can't do it again when I tried. You know, at least right now, you can't. What's up, guys? Cody, how's it going? Dig Dag, yeah, boy. Mahone Dog, what up? Yeah, boy. Dig Dag, get in voice. Oh, yeah. I see you there, Dig. Chatting with Greg. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, Yenis, what's up, dude? What's up, man? GSP8. All right, so we'll have the next game starting off very soon here. Waiting for Noxon to go live. I'm here to make sure now RC Clowns try bailing on it. No RC Clowns try bailing on you. We do have Bulldog in this tryout right now, and Bulldog is slapping pretty hard. Game 2 results are in. I'm saving game 2 right now. I'll throw game 2 up if we have a little bit of time. I gotta make sure that I'm not screwing this up and missing the games, though. Game 2 is right here, guys. Go and show that off. Here's game 2. Bulldog on top once again. It was a lot closer this time. Bulldog gets 1 kill. Mikey Key gets 1 kill, and Balthazar gets 1 kill. Deadrar in 2nd, Dad in 3rd, Astro in 4th, Kiki in 5th. King Nox in 6th, King Aaron in 7th. So there it is. Waiting for the next live. There are no bans for this next game. Or there are bans for this next game. Blazing Light, Heal Packs, and Chicken Clones are banned. We'll play 2 games with those 3 bans, and then we're going to change the rules even a little bit more. Okay? So it's going to be kind of interesting. We're not going to be super bland about it and just let them play games with bans. We're going to try to throw a few little curveballs. And of course, the next time we decide to hold tryouts for something like this. Also for tournaments. I think having hosting tournaments with an interesting format or interesting rules, something that I want to do for sure. So this is an interesting experience so far. We have Bulldog on Mortis this game, flexing a different hero. Spent 2 games on Queen. Now he's over on the Mortis. Very interesting there. Balthazar sticking to his Queen. Astro also sticking to that Golden Queen. King Aaron on the Barbarian King. The Dad on the Sonic. Deadrar on the Spike. Very nice. A little stun, a little trade back and forth. Who's going to get the better end of this trade, though? Deadrar takes 1 loss. The other guy took another loss. The Dad just going to be doing the hypersonic farm. Kiki on the Spike this game. Looking nice, baby. Looking nice. All right. Balthazar got busted. By who? Little beating. Left and right there. Deadrar got busted. Again by who? How am I missing all this? The map's too big. It's too big. I can't catch all the madness. So we do have a handful of queens. Interesting to see Bulldog pull out the Mortis, though.
2 minutes left.
For sure. We definitely want to see some good Mortis play. Mortis is one of those heroes that when it first came out, he was really strong. And people were like, oh, he's too broken. Uh-oh, Mr. A taking a small beating right there. Interesting little dance around the corner here. Cool. Like it, like it. The Dad. Pilgor. Mr. A. What's going to happen here? Mr. A loses that supersonic cooldown. Noxon, though, just farming up. Staying out of trouble the most. Uh-oh, between a rock and a hard place. Does manage to skate out of there. Throws the Hog Stampede. Gets away. Bulldog sitting on 68 gems. Not the top of the pack yet. Looks like the Sonic Hyper Farm has been a real consideration. But is getting a little bit of poke done onto King Aaron. Excuse me, Pilgor. Pilgor is going to slip out. Astro, though, is standing right there. Is Astro going to come in and try to third party? Looks like he doesn't. Pilgor does want to try to skid it out, but he's getting pinched. Astro, though, he's coming in. He's going to come up behind Bulldog. The Shrink gets dropped. Does deter Astro. Uh-oh! What's going on down here? Astro now chasing out after the Mortis, but it's a three-man party. Noxon, Bulldog, Astro. Bulldog slipping out. Bulldog's got a lot going for him, though. 277. Uh-oh. Bulldog picking up even more gems. Astro getting low. Bulldog spilling blood in the water here. Can he catch up to Astro? I don't know. Astro's going to heal. Where's the rest of the action? Uh-oh. Hey. King Aaron. Not able to bust. All right. This is going to be interesting to see this these results. I think there are at least one, possibly two kills. I think if I'm remembering correctly there. But very nice. So that was game 3. This was game 2, remember here. So very nice. Bulldog coming out on top in the first 2 games. Let's see how game number 3 turned out. And it looks like GG to Noxon for game 3. But let's check out the kills. We want to see where the kills went, because that will factor into our scoring when we plug everything into our handy-dandy little spreadsheet at the very end of this. Noxon coming in first place with 375. Noxon picking up 2 kills, one on a Pilgor and Mikey Key. By the way, guys, Noxon is a member of TCM Pro already. He was offered a spot prior to tryouts starting, and we are so thrilled to have him on the squad already. So, Bulldog, W to Bulldog on a first place finish there. Dad coming in number 2 on the Sonic. The Dad playing the farm game. But when it comes to the kills, Noxon came out with 2 kills. Looks like Astro got 1, and Deadrar also got 1. But Deadrar did go down in 9th place. So Deadrar got 1 kill and immediately went down. Bit of a trade-off there. Would have preferred to stay alive to top 5 at least, I'm sure. But you know, this is a lobby full of 10 real people. And they're trying out for a tournament team. So yeah, let's go ahead and hide this real quick so I can look at the chat and be able to notice when the spectate button pops up, because I can see it side by side. Bulldog is in tryouts, is a VWT. He did play for VWT. He left VWT in December, but has been asked to play as an alternate occasionally this spring and this summer. He's looking for a new team. So he's trying out. So far, excellent performance out of all of these players, though. This has been a lot of fun to watch so far. Noxon says starting. So we're going into game number 4. Remember, this is how game number 3 scored right here. Noxon on top, Dad second, Bulldog in third, Astro followed by King Aaron. Noxon with 2 busts, Astro with a bust, and Deadrar with a bust. Very interesting there. Still waiting for that spectate button to pop up. And while we do so, I have a little bit of junk food to keep my tummy. Spectate, baby. You know what? I will wait till the match is over to eat a couple potato chips. I have to be able to talk, right? All right. Balthazar on the queen once again. Deadrar on the spiky spike. Pilgor on the spiky spike. This is the same set of bands. No heal packs, no blazing light, and no chicken clones. Okay? Bulldog getting jumped on by Pilgor. A little bit of a trade back and forth. But Bulldog, he's sitting there with that queen. He's got some health shields. The question is, can he keep those health shields alive? I'm sure once he gets a healer, it'll be easy to get it back. He does have the Poco now. Is going to be able to beef up those health shields once again. Let's skip around the map, see if there's any action. Close encounters. Nothing so far. Noxon has actually swapped to the Sonic, so Noxon flexing a little bit onto a different hero. Uh-oh, Mr. A beating up on Balthazar. Can he chase him down? Both heroes are looking low. Balthazar almost going down. Mr. A, though, also looking very low. What's going to happen? Mr. A is going to get pumped and dumped. Oh, my goodness. Noxon picking up a kill. Gonna watch that third party. Balthazar still is still extremely low on that top left side. Surprisingly, no one went over to get him. I'm shocked. Bulldog, though, looking a little wounded. Is going to lose one. Is going to lose two. No. Still alive. Wow. Still somehow did not lose either of those. Deadrar went down, though. Balthazar managing to bounce back a little bit. Ooh, a little pokey. Pilgor ripping some units off. What's going on over here? We have the Astro on that Queen again, looking at those nasty health shields. Looks like he has had, a favorable roll, but just as I say that, it gets chipped way down. Over here, though, Mikey Key doing a lot of running, doing the Sonic thing. Pilgor, however, looking pretty beefy in the very center. Astro's busted. Looks like Bulldog got him, but look at this. Bulldog running with a smaller squad. Need to get that healer back. I would assume does pick the Poco back up. Final stretch, 60 seconds, and Balthazar is busted. Can't tell if that was King Aaron's bust or if that was Noxon's bust. We'll have to see on the scorecard who got credit for that kill. It was very close. Grabs that. Bulldog's going to run over and try to bully on Pilgor. Does find a nice arrow, but they're tearing each other apart. Bulldog goes down! Pilgor goes down. Noxon cleans it all up. Wow. What a moment. The third party is a bear in this game. Lots of busts so far. Can Noxon put up some more kills? Can the dad find something? King Aaron find something? King Aaron running in with that Sonic. Can he find some magic? The dad. Nobody's losing anything just yet, but a nice little cluster there. Let's see what the score looks like. That was a fun game to watch. Lots of good action. And Bulldog, so dominant in the first couple games, is tried in this one, is actually busted. So the lobby is fighting, guys. The lobby's fighting back. All right, that was game number 4. Now the rules are about to change, guys. The rules are about to change. Clear my throat. My voice is suddenly getting a little weird. Here it is. Download game number 4. We will show that real quick, and then we'll start talking about the rules. Greg is going to be proctoring the rules on Discord for the players while we do this. Get this going. Game number 4. Here's the scorecard. Spiddly spat. Okay. First place, Noxon with 1,111 kills. That is a beautiful number. That makes me want to, go to sleep. That is so awesome. King Aaron, second place, followed by Mikey Key, followed by the dad, followed by Pilgor. Bulldog, Balthazar, Astro, Deadrar, and Mr. A. Let's look at the kills, though. Noxon managed to pick up 4 busts in that game. Excellent game for Noxon. Bulldog does fall to 6th after a very hot start in these tryouts. He's going to be wanting to come back for more. Pilgor does pick up a kill onto Bulldog, but it was a immediate bust by Noxon right after that. That was those two players getting third-partied and just totally smushed. Aenis says, Noxon is toxin. Yeah. King Aaron does get a bust over onto TTV Deadrar, though. So W there. Let's quickly talk about what the new rules are for the next 4 games. We're changing it up significantly. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more interesting, nerds. All right. So here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this down. Second set. All right. 4 games. We're not going to be attacking other squads until the 2-minute mark. The rules are no coin pouch, no sneaky bash, no skeleton barrel, and no coin stash. No attacking till 2 minutes. So, if in the prior game modes, you maybe had the idea that you would early cheese one of your opponents, no busts until 2 minutes. If you bust somebody before that 2-minute bell rings, we're going to dock points. Okay? But this is meant to see, okay, so what do you do when you have 2 minutes to yourself? What do you do with a larger squad? Sometimes in these 10-man lobbies, it's impossible to really get large. But in this instance, we're saying don't attack for 2 minutes. The final 2 minutes, everyone's going to be relatively big, or as big as they can be. And yeah, you saying having to ban coin pouch is criminal. We have banned literally all of every single supply-based ability that we could come up with when we were brainstorming this. So if you're gonna farm, you'll be pulling trees, you'll be pulling carrots, chopping trees and pulling carrots, farming monsters. No busts until 2 minutes. No fighting. This might seem kind of weird, but this is it. The third set will be different from this, quite a bit different from this. So whenever they are ready, they can go. And here we go. Go ahead and throw that rule down. All right, so what we will be watching for is a 2-minute mark. But you know what's interesting about this modifier? There are rings. So if we're not allowed to bust, we're not allowed to fight, you know what you can do? You can still grab those rings, boys. The rings are still in the middle of the map. No fighting until 2 minutes. I want to see a lot of passive people for 2 minutes. And it looks like so far people are respecting that first 30 seconds. No one's looking for that business. Everyone's minding their own business. Everyone's doing their own thing. We have King Aaron with the invis. That is quite interesting. Just going to walk away, say, get away from me. Stay away. No foul there. Don't want to see the fight. Don't want to see busting. Got a minute left to farm. It's interesting to see what people do with a minute left. Right? He's going to go over here, grab that tree, run away. Nice little handshake. Another tree take here. Going to be walking away 40 seconds. I would assume that someone follows someone, and right at 40 seconds, we see someone immediately engage. Like right at 2 minutes. I would assume that we're going to see something like that. Mr. A got busted. Bruh. No fighting for 2 minutes. Bulldog. Bro. Bruh. Did Bulldog not get the memo?
2 minutes left.
Did Bulldog read this? What is he? What is he running? Anyways, we will deal with that later. I mean, I guess I guess it's just penalty. Yes, Bulldog does know English. I was talking to him in DMs. His English is fine. My guess is he like didn't check the thread between the games and just continued to do what he was before. All right, let's see. 30 seconds. There have been a couple busts.
30 seconds left.
Bulldog does find some aggression here. Is in the middle, but it looks like Balthazar could be taken down. I'm surprised we're not seeing another third party here. Where's the third party? Oh! Noxon with the punish on the Bulldog. Saying, you're not going to do that. I'll bust you first. Shame. Shame for not following the rules. If you break the rules, then I just stop playing and let you bust me, says Mr. A. Okay, we need to take a moment to make sure Bulldog is like aware of what's happened here. Oh boy, what a game that was though. So game number 5 is right here. This is game 5. Oh God, get my cursor where it needs to be, please. Share the score. Hold on. That's game 4. Chill, 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 chill. Game 5. Yep. Okay, Bulldog just gave the thumbs up. He says, "Sorry, I didn't read that." But you know what? I think that's okay. At least so far. We'll probably do like a little -1 point penalty for him or something like that. There was an early bust. Sorry, Mr. A. But Bulldog says, sorry, I didn't read that. So we'll probably do like we'll put some kind of penalty point on his scorecard for that one. But Noxon coming out on top, finding the bust onto Balthazar. But actually, Balthazar was the one that actually got the last second bust onto Bulldog before he got busted for Noxon. So what I thought was Noxon coming in for another nasty third party for a double kill. One of those actually went to Balthazar. So very interesting there. Dead Rar in second, King Aaron in third, Astro, followed by the Dad, followed by Pilgor, followed by Balthazar, followed by Bulldog, followed by Mikey Key, followed by Mr. A. Yeah, be passive. Be passive until the final 2 minutes. I think generally speaking, it worked. I think Bulldog was the only one who just didn't he didn't get the memo. Bulldog says, I mean, I wanted to secure my ground to farm better. Yes, you did, says Mr. A. Play passive first 2 until 2 minutes. It's kind of gray. I know. But please don't all in somebody before that. Dad says, right up my alley. Okay. All right. For what's the point deduction amount for rule breaking? We'll figure it out. We have 16 games to play. So far, only one rule has been broken. We're going to figure it out. Are we going to share a spreadsheet tonight? No, we're not going to share it tonight. Harshmellow is in charge of the spreadsheet for us, and we need to figure out. I don't think he's online right now because it's like 4 a.m. in his country. So he is like, sorry guys, I'm just not gonna be here. Oh, he says he's here. Okay. Nice. 20 seconds, then start. All right, before that happens, I'm gonna grab a couple potato chips. But so far, I mean, you're watching this unfold so far. Unless Harsh is actually scoring this for us between games, I'm not going to be showing it, right? If Harsh produces the spreadsheet by the end of this, cool. We will show it. But if it's not going to be shown, if it's not being completed on like right now, we'll share it with the candidates and you guys on Discord after this is over. Tickle my salad. What's up, man? You're a sight for sore eyes. Long time no see, dude. I always loved your username. All right, I think they were waiting. Someone went off line by accident, but everyone's ready. Game will be starting. Man, this is a weird flavor, but I'm kind of about it. Flaming hot cheddar and sour cream Pringles. There's a lot going on there. All right. I have not played Clash of Clans in a while, Tickle My Salad. I'm sorry. It has been a long time, my guy. I have played passively, but trying to focus up on these team tryouts right now. All right, let's see. Again, this is supposed to be passive play until that 2-minute mark. Ooh, picking up that little thing. Look how fast Sonic is when he has that Trader Potion. Wow. A little bit of damage there. Bulldog marking his territory. Bulldog does understand what's going on with that rule. I think he missed it last time. Mr. A is having a time. I don't know what's going on with Mr. A. Is he upset? What's happening? Mr. A, get your head in the game, dude. What are you doing? He's either lagging out like crazy or he's tilted out of his mind. If he's tilted, we need to kick him. Like what's going on? Noxon says he's upset. You think he's lagging? He was having device issues before. 2 minutes. Mr. A is about to go down instantly here. Baldzar instantly takes the kill. I mean, I honestly can't blame him. If you need one, I am available, says Hades. Okay, we're going to figure out what's going on with Mr. A after this. Like, if that was like a rage quit, then we're going to... That's just not what we want in tryouts. Bulldog got busted, though. King Aaron. Over on the King. Whoa, look at that. Lots of money on the ground. Mikey Key going to collect some money and another Kiki for her Kiki. There you go. Kiki says, I love a good key warmer. What's going on down here? King Aaron looks like he's been taking a little bit of a beating, but King Aaron notably is the only player so far that appears to be running Barbarian King. I don't think I've seen Deadrar on King just yet. I've seen Deadrar on a lot of Spike. Now, what's going on over here? There is some action. Noxon is busted. Who got him? Uh-oh, more action. God, the spectate is so weird sometimes. Deadrar, Astro, Kiki. Deadrar. Okay. Dad was busted. Man, I've just been barely missing the action, I feel like, every single time. Pilgor. Here we go. Noxon actually wasn't busted. I'm just a total derp. I didn't realize that the game had bugged. I feel so stupid. I'm so sorry, viewers. Wow, that was a pretty raucous moment there, too. That laser, dude. That laser. At Mr. A. Please don't rage quit like that. Like Greg said, if you bump elbows, it's okay. Just keep going. Whoops. I can't type. Okay. We have game 6. Let's go ahead and save it and show it. All right, so game 6. Right here, nerds. Ta-da! Kiki on top. Wow, what a game, dude. Bulldog busted by Kiki, showing that she can hang. Deadrar also coming up in second place. Really tight finish, though, between Deadrar and Pilgor. It looks like there was another gap between Pilgor, but then Astro and the Dad also kind of close. Looks like Noxon got into some trouble at the very end of that game. King Aaron, 7th. Then we had Bulldog busted out by Kiki. Balthazar busted out by Bulldog. Mr. A busted by Balthazar. But Mr. A, I think, was a little upset by a little bit of elbow bumping at the beginning of the game. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this and you're in tryouts, please just do your best. If you bump into someone in these first 2 minutes, don't worry about it. Like, try to play passively for these first 2 minutes. We are now moving into game number 7. We're taking a little bit of a breather just to make sure that Mr. A is, like, okay. One-minute prep. Prepare your squads and spells. Same rules for 2 more games. Correct. Balthazar says, killed him dead. Okay. Yeah, if you sign up for tryouts, please play all games fully. Like, please do not drop out mid tryouts. Like that's the quickest way for us to say, okay, well, we know who we're not letting onto the team. Like, please give it your all. then what I will say is the next set of rules is going to be much less gray and much more like, okay, do it. So we got 2 more games with no fighting until 2 minutes. And then at that point, we're changing it up once again. Cody says, yeah, 100,000%. They are in game. Let's go. I'm derping out. But after all, 2 minutes is when the action is really supposed to start. Knocks it on that spike, or the Sonic. Mr. A on the spike. Pilgor on the Queen once again. Bulldog on the Sonic this time. Okay. So Bulldog whipping out the Sonic. Bulldog has shown a lot of different heroes so far tonight. Bulldog has played Queen. He has played Mortis. He has played Sonic. Very interesting there to see that. Cool stuff. Balthazar seems to be sticking to his Queen pick. Kiki is now on RK. That is an interesting move. RK in scrims can be very challenging, given how strong Spike can be. So if she's able to pull this off with RK, that would be pretty amazing. That would be very interesting to see. But you know, Spike is just such an effective counter to a large squad. Looks like there is a little bit of lag on somebody's side here. I don't think it's me, but grenade goes down. A little bit of a trade. No units lost, though. Balthazar versus Deadrar. Deadrar does find something first, but then does lose something in return. There's a third party. Bulldog has showed up to separate Balthazar and Deadrar. Deadrar down to 3 squaddies. Can he build back up? Looks like he's been given a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room. Does find a key. That's going to be helpful. Now he's back to 5 squaddies. The dad, though, looking pretty decent here. Some healing would go a long way for him. Very nice. King Aaron on Sonic. Kiki. Uh-oh. Action. Balthazar's busted. But now it's Noxon and Bulldog. Noxon back to full HP. Kiki on that RK, chopping some trees. Where's the rest of the action? We have Mr. A on the spike. Taking a fireball to the face, but that's no problem for a spike player. Gonna heal back up the second he stops running. Back to full health. Lots of action, top center here. What's going on? What's going on? And we have an engagement. King Aaron versus Astro. Who's going to win it? King Aaron, can he get the punch off? He doesn't. Astro claims the Barbarian King. Very nice. Bust over to Astro. Sick. Little invis action. But look at this. Deadrar. Little drive by there, picking up a little bit. Does go over to Astro. What's going to happen there? No more kills. Just a little bit of exchange of gems. A little trading of squaddies. Very interesting. Astro doesn't need max troops, says Kin. W. W for that. I heard so many people never could cash out. What are you talking about? Couldn't cash out? Ignite tournaments? I don't remember that. That was before my time. It was an old app. So like there would be a cash prize and the winners couldn't actually collect their prize. Is that what you're saying? That's interesting. That is very interesting. All right, guys, here comes the final game with this simple rule, which is be passive until 2 minutes. It is a little gray, but if you bump elbows with your opponents, relax. Move on. You'll have the opportunity to get him back later. If someone's being like overly aggressive and the players start calling it out, believe me, we can drop some penalty points. We are going to be dropping at least one penalty point for Nox or for Bulldog because he didn't see that at the beginning. But here is Game 7 right now. Game 7 ends. Very tight finish between the top three here. Looks like about 60 gems separate the top three players. Only one bust that game. That was Game 7, no? That was Game 7. Wait, I thought King Aaron got busted. Am I tripping? I thought a BK got busted in that game. Aaron did die. It must have been a bug. What? Did King Aaron get busted? It had to be the spectate bug. Oh my god. This game is so wild with that spectate bug. It really looked like you were fighting. I mean, you guys would have to roll that back. That actually looked like they were fighting to me. That didn't look like the game was bugging out. Because usually when the game bugs out, it's like people are standing still, people are running against walls and stuff, and it's like, okay, what's really happening here? Have someone else send a screenshot or watch replay. Well, this is the scorecard. They just posted Game 7. This is the game that they just played. Ken says, I just looked back and yeah, Astro killed Aaron. Yeah, I definitely saw that happen. It might be too many people spectating them. That's funny. I guess this is a hot topic right now. Very interesting. Very interesting. I like it. I like it. Okay, final game with this rule. We'll move on to the third set after this game. So after this game, we will be at the halfway point. Check Discord TC. I see it. I see it. I see it. Huh? You shortened it. Shortened to 3 games? Hold on. C'est la vie. Okay, sure. Just let me know when you're going. I think Greg made a typo up there. We had planned for 4. Okay. We got a game.
Fusion. Trader. Fusion. Mega.
Okay. Last game of passive play until 2 minutes. Last game. Let's see how we perform here.
Mega. Fusion. Mega.
Everyone's trying to mind their own business, be friendly neighbors. They're trying to share these trees. But I mean, how do you split trees? I see Dead Rar is not actively throwing grenades, but you know it's interesting with Spike. You can throw a grenade and just deny people an area, right? You don't necessarily have to throw it on them, but you can deny someone walking through it. Otherwise, they'll take a bunch of damage. TC killing the commentating, but nothing he says is real. Yeah, exactly. Gonna walk through. See, dude, this is hilarious. They're just like literally walking on top of each other. All right, we got 8 seconds until we get wild, boys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2 minutes left.
There we go. No holds bar. Here we go. Deaths. Astro getting the jump onto the Spike. Spike's looking low. Can we get a dream grenade? Do take out 1, 2. No, not quite 2. The medic just barely topping off there. Uh-oh, but here's the Sonic. Noxon has found some food. Astro's looking very, very low. He should surely go down here. Does manage to trade back 1, 2. Wow, Astro actually slips out of that. Hats off to Astro. Bulldog and Deadrar at the top having a little bit of a scrap, though. Looking good. Nice. Mr. A.
Final stretch.
Deadrar.
Gem line open.
Where's the action? All these big squads, but no commitments just yet. I think only 1 bust. Balthazar getting taken down, though. Trade back. King Aaron, though, he's getting low. Can he slip out? The king is definitely, the queen, rather, is going to be a little bit more vulnerable than that Spike in that moment. Gosh, this queen able to trade back, though, but oh my gosh, the invis not going to allow him to escape. Noxon sees him. Noxon's going to end up with this bust, surely, right? Uh-oh, but the third party is real! Pilgor busted. And last second bust onto King Aaron. Interesting to see King Aaron on the queen this game. Trying to show off a little bit of something different. This is chaotic play to spectate. This is chaotic play. There's a lot happening with 10 people. Tracking the action game to game is tough. All right, so we should have game 8 scores coming in just a second. And we have them. Game number 8 has been scored. And here we go. So let's get that loaded up into the stream for everyone to see. Game number 8 on display. And here it is. Balthazar on top with 767 gems. Finding a first place finish for Balthazar. W for Balthazar. That's how games should be, says Thrills for Frills. The queen survived for so long. So much queenage. Balthazar picking up the kill onto Kilgore. Onto Pilgore. King Aaron being taken out by Noxon. Kiki being taken out by Deadrar. And Mr. A being taken out by Noxon. So Noxon able to pick up 2 kills that game. Balthazar picking up 1 and Deadrar picking up 1. With Balthazar in first, Dad in second, and TTV Deadrar in third. Nox followed by Noxon and Bulldog. So interesting game there. Now we're changing up the rules. All right, so next up is the next 4 games will go like this. By the 3-minute mark, all players will be in the center of the map. You're not allowed to leave the center of the map. There are bans as well. The bans are going to include 1 hero this time. Okay? The hero banned for this should come as no surprise. Spike will be banned for the next 4 games. If we're forcing all players to the center of the map, Spike will be banned. If everyone was playing Spike and everyone gets forced to the middle at 3 minutes, it would be an utterly chaotic mess and FPS nightmare. Okay? The game would come to a grinding halt. So, with the Spike ban, we will also be banning Heal Pack, Heal Station, and Invis. Okay? Blazing Light is available. You may play Blazing Light. All coins, they're available. But banned is Spike Hero, Heal Pack, Heal Station, and Invis. All players must go into the middle of the map by the 3-minute mark as if you were playing a game of Angry Vines. Okay? So keep that in mind. That's how it's intended to be played. Copy visit. Visit this real quick. We do have scoring going on by Harsh, so W to Harshmellow for running these scores. So far, we have 8 games of scoring. He looks like he's actively entering the scoring now, so we might be able to share some of this at the very end. This is pretty cool so far. Pretty cool. So, again, we're hopping into the 3rd set. We're officially past the halfway mark of tryouts. The 3rd set will begin. Rules are, go to the middle of the map by the 3-minute mark. Stay there. Do not leave the middle. Banned is Spike. Banned is Heal Packs. Banned is Heal Station and Invis. Everything else is fair game. Hope everyone gets that message. Hope everyone understands the instructions. W there. Starting in 10 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to grab another sip of this Coca-Cola right here. Been live for an hour 20. I would assume the rest of our experience lasts another hour 20 roughly. So that would mean that it was 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm guessing. Here we go. When will we know who gets in? Monday, right? Yes. Monday Monday we will be announcing things. You guys have to remember that. Spectate had to catch up. Very nice there. All right, so this is go to the middle at 3 minutes. They can do whatever they need to do for the next 40 seconds, but then they have to go to the middle of the map. And it's going to get real wild real quick. So these games could actually end up being kind of quick. Because if everyone's forced to center at 3, everything's going to start happening. Like, they're going to have nowhere to go. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. King Aaron taking some trees. 20 seconds to go to middle. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 3 minutes. Almost there. 5, 4, 3. Will King hit the middle? And there he goes. 3 minutes. I want to see you run in the middle, King. Perfect. W. Bulldog. Immediate chaos. Balthazar. Pinned. Bulldog found a corner for himself. The dad. On the mortise. Taking a beating. Bulldog, though. He wants blood. The bomb goes down. Dad is barely alive. Will he go down? He does go down to the Bulldog. Bulldog picks up the first kill of the match, it looks like. And now we got Pilgor. Pilgor on that queen is going to snake around a little bit. Balthazar taking a beating. Down to 0 squaddies. He's going to show up at a party. Mr. A's busted. Balthazar, again, very low. Surely will go down here. There's a lot happening. Can he slip out? He does not. Balthazar goes down. Not sure who got killed there. Lots of chaos going on. Bulldog and Noxon having a scrap, though. What's going to happen here? Bulldog forcing Noxon to the outside. Noxon, notably, is on the Barbarian King here. So W there. To see Noxon playing a different hero this game. King Aaron, though, on that King. This looks like a very interesting setup for him. King Aaron, though, does immediately lose a few things. Noxon is busted. To Bulldog, it looks. Utter chaos. Bulldog onto King Aaron. King Aaron busted. Bulldog looks like this is his bread and butter. Playing with fewer squaddies, but it's getting chaotic. Bulldog is taking a beating. He is in the center. Deadrar, though, on that King. Can he make something happen? Does shove off Bulldog, but Deadrar now will go down. Not before Bulldog goes down, and now it's between Astro and Deadrar. What is going to happen here? Still chasing. Where? Come on, show it to me. Astro, Deadrar, both of them very low. Deadrar down to no squaddies. Picks back up the wizard. Does heal up a little bit. The blazing light coming in clutch for a lot of these players, being the only healing spell that is available. Poke onto Astro. Still no HP on that queen. Does manage to get some poke back, but Deadrar and Astro both dangerously low. Could end up dying. Deadrar gets the punch. What a slap there. That was a sequence and a half. Pilgor. Mikey Key. And Deadrar. Was it Deadrar that won that? I'd have to see the score. BK so hard to take down in those situations. Absolutely. That looked wild. Barb King for the win. W there. Sick to see a Barb King do well. Crazy, crazy action in that game. All right. So game number 9. Scores have been posted. I'm going to download those right now. Game 9. And show the score for everyone here. Bip, 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 bip. There we go. And show it. Deadrar on top with the BK. Literally 1 HP and a dream on the BK fighting Astro. Also 1 HP and a dream. Extremely close exchange. Very exciting to watch. Well played to Mr. BK. TTV Deadrar. Mikey Key also 373, Pilgor 361. Now let's look at those kills though. Bulldog did manage to get 3 kills before going down to Astro. Deadrar, though, does get first place and picked up 2 kills for himself. Balthazar busts onto Mr. A. Very interesting stuff there. We're jumping into the next game in just a few moments, guys. Go ahead and put the score down. We should have 1 minute of prep from these players. I have to say thank you once again to Noxon and Greg and the leaders that are in chat watching this live and kind of offering their judgment about what's going on. Noxon is a member of TCM Pro, and he was gracious enough to step in to fill 1 position in our 10-man lobby tonight. And I think he's been a fantastic addition. Bulldog is a fantastic tournament player himself. So I think Noxon and Bulldog are relatively on par in terms of relative experience. So we thought it was appropriate to put Noxon in this lobby to kind of be a nice little check there. And then of course, so far we've seen some really great play out of all the other players as well. It's pretty awesome. 15 seconds to start. Cheers to your ice cold Coca-Cola nerds. Hope everyone's doing well. As soon as this game's over, though, I need to go use the bathroom. I usually take a bathroom break every hour, and it's been an hour and a half. Here we go. Fast action, but way better with everyone packed in mid. Yeah, this seems to be turning out a lot better. Then the wait till 2 minutes and attack, right? It's just a lot more interesting. Noxon instantly rushing mid with that BK. Very interesting there. King Aaron also back on the BK. I think he's picked up on BK being strong. Let's see if Deadrar is also back on the BK. So we have 3 BKs in this game right now. At least 3 that we've seen. Nice hit onto the spike of Pilgor. Balthazar on his tried and true queen. Mr. A on Sonic. Very interesting as well. Uh-oh, taking some damage though. Going to pop that ability. Try to do something, but it looks like he's going to lose quite a bit here. He loses all of his squaddies. Is only... Oh, he's rushed to the outside. Sure. Everyone should be in the very center of the map. And it looks like they are. Mr. A is not in the center of the map. Mr. A is having device problems. Okay, so we need to watch other people then. So here we go. You go to the bathroom every hour and a half. The doctor's office may be in need of a visit. Well, it's also so I can stop speaking for like a brief moment. The other thing about live streaming, guys, is my voice gets tired. Like if you just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and you're trying to like be engaging, it's tough. Pilgor busted. Action here. Astro poking away at King Aaron. Kiki on the Mortis. Mortis might struggle against this BK, though. Nice skeleton barrel to knock everything away, though. Sick. The dad on the Sonic. Chasing down. Little chippy. But now the dad staring down. Bulldog. Punched away. What are these scores looking like? Who is the biggest? There's some action over here. Astro is taken low. King Aaron finds Astro again. King Aaron, or Astro. King Aaron has Astro's number. Calling him up. Uh-oh. Bulldog getting pushed off. Look at this chaotic action here. The chaos. King Aaron. Mr. A. The dad getting pushed off of Bulldog. Barely holding on to some HP of that penny. But now Bulldog's going to see him. Bulldog's going to re-engage. Noxon over with Bulldog. Question is, who counters who here? It's hard to tell. Everyone's just chipping away at each other. Shooting at each other's backside. I saw a movie one time that I don't recommend, but it was called The Human Centipede, and that's what this feels like right now. Oh my gosh. Mr. A busted. Chaotic moment. Holy cow. What a game. That was game 10, guys. We got 6 games left in this tryout. Six games left. All right, here we go. That was game 10. I'll go ahead and throw that score up real quick. And here it is. Boop. Bulldog on top, 453. Bulldog with 1. King Aaron with 1. Noxon with 1. Astro with 1. So all the kills spread out pretty evenly, right? Only 1 kill for all these players. But Bulldog did have the gem advantage. Noxon closely behind him. About, what's that about? 70 gems behind. And then you look at, what is it? Or is that 80 gems behind? 70, 80 gems behind. Mikey Key, about 60 behind that. But only 1 gem separates Mikey Key and TTV Deadrar. Deadrar and Mikey Key separated by 1 single gem. 1 gem. Same rules. 2 more games. I'm so tilted, but in respect for you, I will keep playing. Astro, it's part of the tryout, dude. Sometimes you'll have a good game. Sometimes you will get dump trucked by a Barbarian King, especially in this mode. So the question is, if Queen's not working, do you have another hero that might perform better in this scenario? Barbarian King seems to be a strong option. Kiki came in 3rd, and she was on Mortis. Mortis seems like he might be a strong option. Spike is not allowed right now. Spike is banned for this mode. So what else do you have? What else can you pull out of your toolkit? What can you pull out of your back pocket? What ability combos that aren't banned right now can you use to survive? How can you play it? Every time I got my butt handed to me in Squad League last season, either by someone that was like another great player or teamers, I couldn't just put the game away. I had to keep playing. I had to keep playing. You got 6 more games. If you tough it out, and you see your score at the end of this experience, you might be surprised. Here we go. Someone's saying that there was a spike in that last game.
Wizard Fusion. Wizard Mega.
Okay, so, oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Harshmellow. Make a note that Kilgore had Spike in this game, or in game number 10. So there needs to be a point deduction for that. Just like we're gonna deduct 1 point from Bulldog for the early bust in the no attacking until 2 minutes. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Astro. Balthazar queening it out. Who's going to die first? Astro gets busted down. But now King Aaron coming up behind Balthazar. Super low health bars here. Balthazar looks like he will get busted as well, but he's going to roll out. So much chaos. Balthazar is still alive somehow, but he does go down. One strong king punch to the face. So guys, I think it is about finding the right hero pick for this particular mode. A little bit of action here. Mr. A taking low, but that was just the Sonic Health Shield. His Supersonic Shield. And now we have Deadrar being busted down. It looks like Bulldog may have got credit for that. Not sure. Mr. A taken dangerously low on the Sonic. Does go down to the King Aaron BK Fist. Question is, can King Aaron get out of this situation? There's now king on king with a queen in the back. The queen has joined in for that 3 as a party. Okay. The dad stepping up. Little poke. What's going on here? King Aaron stepping away. Losing his... Oh, no. Oh, no. Losing the poke. Oh, he wants to go to the outside, but playing by the rules. Doing exactly what he said. Dad gets busted by Pilgor. Pilgor's queen. Looking strong. Squad size looking good. Bulldog going to be forced out a little bit, but Pilgor taken low. Does end up losing 2 of his squaddies on that queen. Bulldog putting in some damage, though. Chipping away the Mortis. Taken down to 2, though. The bomb's going to go off. Bomb takes down nothing, as far as I could tell. King Aaron looking solid on this king at this moment. The question is, how is it going to end? Noxon, 350 gems. Kiki at 227. King actually has the gem lead right now. Very close, though. It's between Noxon and King for gems. This last-minute aggression here, these last-minute engagements could change it. Could swing it. Kiki, though, 316, 396, 347. King Aaron has the lead. The question is, can he hold on to the gem lead? Can he hold on to it? Are we going to see another bust at the last second? There's some action. Bulldog taken low, but it looks like Pilgor also taken kind of low. Mikey Key. Nothing happens. No gems are exchanged. And we have our results. Game number 11. Very nice. WWW. Cool. Yeah, okay, so in game number 10... In game number 10, Pilgor used Spike. So Harshmellow, deduct a point from Pilgor for game number 10. Cool. Nice. Okay, and here are the results for game number 11. That was just game number 11 that we just played. I'm going to show it right now and make sure I'm not going to miss a spectate. I got to keep my eye on that like a hawk. Get this, get this, get this. Game number 11 here. Okay, and show it. Game number 11. King Aaron on top, showing what the king can do. GG to King Aaron. 676. Noxon at 513 in second place. Bulldog in third place. Kiki, it looks like, was busted relatively last second there. So W there. Let's see, who had all those busts, though? Noxon had 2 busts. King Aaron had 2 busts. Pilgor had a bust. Bulldog had a bust. And Balthazar had a bust. So very interesting to see that, you know, let's see. Kiki busted by Noxon, but was just farming, right? You started accidentally? Okay, guys, it looks like we may have had a false start, so we might have to wait. We good? He's not in. Okay, cool. It appears that Noxon accidentally canceled, so he's not in the game. There's going to be an extra bot here. There'll be an extra bot in this this game. So if you see a bot, if you see someone running around on the outside of the map, it's probably a bot. And it's Muffin Man. Mikey Key will take a bot kill. We're not going to award a point for that, but you did get a key, so congratulations. Mr. A just got busted. Another bot was busted. What happened? Aaron's not in it as well. Aw, rip. Okay. Rip. That was the first false start. Bulldog taken down, though. Pilgor finding Bulldog. And now it's Sonic versus Queen. I don't think the dad wants it, though. He was super low. Very ill-advised to attempt to attack that Queen right there. I would not have done that. Balthazar, Kiki, face-checking each other. Kiki on that Queen, baby. Let's see it, Kiki. Let's see it, baby. All right. Are we doing a restart? Let's talk about it. I'm gonna let him play it right now. We'll take a second to decide. Talk to Greg. Noxon, talk to Greg real quick.
2 minutes.
But let's see. The dad. Because it looks like 2 players didn't actually make it in. But let's see how this goes. We might play one more just to make sure we get all the players in. This is still everyone middle for the final 3 minutes. It's still chaos. It's just a little bit less sweaty because we're missing 2 humans. Balthazar on the Queen, taken low. But look at, dude, super ice spirits. This is hilarious, man. This is where I would love to have a bow. But also, the bow's not going to help me with PvP aspect. Makes it really difficult. There's a free key. Going to pick it up. Nice. Pilgor looking solid for this Queen play right now, honestly. And we are bugged. Nobody plays like this. Hop back in. Spectate. Fantastic. Pilgor's busted. Look at all this craziness. Oh my gosh. What a day. Looks like Deadrar will go down as well. He's still alive somehow. Homeboy does go down. Okay. Now it's Kiki, Astro, and the dad duking it out. Kiki with 579. Astro with 325. The dad with 141. So it looks like Kiki, if she holds all those gems, she's going to win on gems. But can Kiki find some kills? I believe. 20 seconds. Any kills, anything to pad your stats. You have all of this momentum. It's time to wreck. Pad the stats, Kiki. Pad the stats. Can she have 1,000 gem game? Almost. GG. Okay, so right now, situation is neither Noxon nor King Aaron were in the game. I think Noxon clicked cancel by accident, I think. And I think Aaron either also clicked cancel or he saw Noxon say no, back out, and he also backed out. So what we're doing is we're asking the field right now, do they want to replay the game or just continue on? We can do it either way. but we're just taking a vote. Greg is going to be accepting that kind of feedback from the players. Can you join the tryouts? No, the tryouts are almost over halfway over, my guy. You have missed your opportunity. And the 10-man lobby is full. It is full. But Crazy Foo, I see you on ladder all the time. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Depending on how this goes, we're considering whether or not we need to hold a last chance tryout next week. And it would be a one-night event. Tonight is a solo format tryout. Tomorrow night is going to be team format tryout. So it's going to be ideally all the same players minus one or two that we know can't be here. And they'll be in teams this time. So it's going to be a very different experience from what you're watching right now. Right now, it's all solo work. Tomorrow night is going to be team play. Okay, Greg's making a call on that. Guys, give me half a second while we get that last... Do you have a screenshot? Do you have a screenshot? It sounds like we're getting ready to do a redo while they get that lobby ready again, because I think they're going to have to invite people back in. I'm gonna give them just a minute to suss that out, because it sounds like players are like, I'm game. Some players are like, maybe not, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So the decision has been made. His IGN is like crazy foo, like one word. But so the call was made that we're going to actually we're going to remake game 12 because 2 players didn't make it into the game. So game 12 will be redone. Unfortunately, we're going to remember the wonderful performance that Mikey Key had, though. We're not going to forget about it. We're not going to forget about how that one ended. It got down to 3 players. It was a bloodbath, absolute bloodbath. They're starting, and the spectators live. Here we go. Remember, they have to go middle at the 3-minute mark, and they have to stay middle. And this is going to be wild with Loot Goblin Rush. There's going to be plenty of money popping up in the center of the map. The question is, who is going to get the money? And is it worth it to try to go for it when there's 10 people dogpiling the center of the map? This is going to be really interesting to watch. Like, legitimately, this is going to be super cool to see. Battle Healer and an early Wizard going to be very, very helpful on this King. He's going to definitely pick up the Wizard next. Battle Healer does get a little bit of coverage onto that Wizard as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. Strong start for Noxon. This looks like an excellent core of units for Noxon to be running here. They are allowed Blazing Light. They are not allowed economy spells. They're not allowed coins. They're not allowed coin pouch. They're not allowed bandit dash. And here is the first dive for the center. What's going to happen? Balthazar decides to be the aggressive one. Does get some stuff done, but look, he's got unfused squaddies. What's going to happen? Balthazar looks like he's getting dogpiled, but it's so chaotic, no one wants to commit for it. Balthazar pushed back. Noxon going to get punched. Mr. A trying to get in on this action. The question is, who's going to stick around to try to get the kill? Balthazar does manage this little way. He picks up another unfused unit, but he can't leave the middle. They have to stay middle. What's going to happen? Zombie Kaiju is busted by Bulldog, and it looks like Mr. A is finally busted. Balthazar is finally busted, and now we have a few Barbarian Kings on the field. We have a queen. We have 2 queens. We have 2 kings. We have 3 queens. 3 or 4 queens left, and we have a Sonic. 3 queens, 2 kings, and a Sonic. Punishment onto Astro. Astro being punished for this queen pick, but also Pilgor busted soon after. Bulldog with some nice pickups. Deadrar on the king, picking up a Greg, was it? Interesting. So there is some supply in the center of the map. There is a patch of carrots for this Mavis. The question is, having put these in your squad, is it actually worth it? We'll have to see. Some nice gym pickups. Bulldog has some nice gyms down there. This looks like it's bugged. We're going to back out real quick. Quickly, re-enter the spectate. There we go. Dad getting tossed around on the Sonic. He does have a medic, though. It's going to be really helpful. Does grab a tree. Question is, can he get the medic fused? It's going to be super helpful. King Aaron chasing down Noxon. King on king action. The dad, though, looking like he wants a little piece. The dad, though, is going to instantly run away. King Aaron, not a ton of gems picked up. Is he going to fist the pile? He does fist the pile. Does pick up several gems there. Does get a little bit of gold. There's so many people in the center right now. Where's the action? Deadrar just sticking into a corner, trying to farm a little bit, trying to get a little bit more in his squad. Health shields are on the side of King Aaron. And Noxon, Noxon does have that battle healer core with the Optimus Prime, a very strong and beefy front line. King Aaron getting bounced around a little bit. Bulldog looks like he's got a nice squad. The dad does have a nice squad as well, but now we have a little bit of an engage. The dad, a little bit of a sandwich. What's going to happen here? Damage. Deadrar looking wounded. Deadrar goes down. And I think that went over to Bulldog. Let's see how game 12 turned out. Was there Blazing Light in this round? Yes, it is available. Blazing Light is available to pick. Sandwiched again. It's tough. Astro, what other heroes do you have? Do you only have Spike, or can you play maybe a Sonic? All right, game 12. Score is in. I'm going to save it and show it on screen for everyone to see. If Harshmellow is still with us, if he hasn't passed out from being super, super tired, I'm curious to know if we're going to have a final score ready for the end of the stream, or if we're going to wait to share that on Discord later. I would understand either way if we need to wait, because we do have to make sure that penalty points have been awarded or have been deducted. I think Pilgor has a -1. I think also Bulldog has a -1 as well. But here it is. Score for game 12. Boom. Bulldog, 943. He had 3 kills at the same time. Man, Bulldog with a massive performance that game. Mikey Key in second place. Dad in third. Noxon in fourth. Noxon does pick up 1 kill over onto Balthazar, and King Aaron in fifth. Very nice. Okay, here we are. Moving on to the 4th and final set of tryouts. This will be a 4-game set. This set will have no specific play rules, but there will be a considerable number of bans. So if you are participating in the lobby, if you are a candidate and you are playing in these games, be very careful about the abilities that you choose, okay? Heal Pack, Blazing Light, Chicken Clones, Invisibility, Hog Stampede, Skeleton Barrel, Barrel Bomb, and Fireball are all banned. It's a lot of bans. That is, I think that's 9 bans. It's a lot of bans. These are all very commonly used abilities. So this part of the tryout is to see what else you've got. Can you play without abilities that are always used by competitive players? The bans, again, Heal Pack, Blazing Light, Chicken Clones, Invisibility, Hog Stampede, Skeleton Barrel, Barrel Bomb, and Fireball. There are no special play rules. There are only bans. You can play whatever hero you want. You don't have to go anywhere at a certain time. Play the game normally that way. We're just working with these 9 ability bans. Okay? Mr. A appears to have been having some device issues. He knew about that before the tryout started. We were talking to him about it, trying to convince him to try to make something work. I think he might have been struggling. But yeah. It looks like we might have Mr. A dropping out at this point of the tryout. So the question is, do we toss someone else in? I'm going to leave that up to Greg. Greg, if you want to join the last few games, I'd say go for it. Jump in. Put another body in there. Greg is also a member of the tournament team already. Greg, Noxon, and Able Brawl TTV were 3 players that we decided to issue early invites to join the squad when we were first putting the team together. And the players in the chat are like, no, you kicked my butt too hard. Can you fill 4 games, Deegdag? That would be interesting too. Deegdag, do you want to get in here? Do you want to fill the spot? Deadrar says, you're doing great spectating.
Squad busters.
Deeg loves playing with random spells. Yeah, this is actually kind of Deeg's bread and butter, by the way. If you don't watch Deegdag on stream, you need to. He is a very close friend of mine, not just in-game, but in real life. We were actually college roommates and have been friends for about 20 years. So, like almost 20 years now. And he loves mixing up his spells. So he may, I'm not sure if he's jumping in or not, but we are getting ready to go. Last 4 games, guys, make it count. We are still going. We will still score the last 4 games, despite Mr. A dropping out. We understand Mr. A. To be fair, you gave it a good college try. We knew that you were having device issues. I certainly appreciate you, like, manning up and trying to do it. W Greg, W Able, W Noxon, WTC. Dude, W these candidates. This has been a lot of fun. This has been really interesting. Bringing my Dr. T and Max first. Interesting. Seeing some interesting messages here. 20 seconds to start. Starting. All right, here we go. Going in. Should see that spectate pop up. And we are live. It seems like Deeg will be filling in for Mr. A for the final 4 games. Deeg is a fantastic random spell user here. So and he's on the Mortis. Bring in the Mortis. He's a very aggressive early game player too. Let's see if it's gonna pay off. Here he goes. B with Leon. Interesting start. All right. Let's see if anything else is happening. Deadrar is in the center. Taking a little bit more of a beefy standard start with the Battle Healer and Wizard. Trying to force... Oh, very interesting there. Nice little laser. Tosses that down, I think, out of maybe a bit of a panic there. But is going to run up here. Balthazar was busted. I wonder who got the bust. Kiki. Dad. Bulldog over here with 2 squatties. Deeg in the center. Running that trader. Gonna show a little bit of aggression right here. Does get pushed off by that Archer Queen. That Archer Queen has a lot of health shields, Deeg. Watch out. Here we go. Yet to see what the spells are. I think I saw maybe there was a bug spray earlier, but I can't tell if that was Astro, the guy that Deeg attacked, or if that was his own bug spray. So let's see what spells come out here the next time Deeg actually finds a target. Lots of passive play here. Trying to build up. Bulldog busted, though. I wonder who got him. Totally missed it. Totally missed it. Deadrar, a little bit of farming on very outside. The Dad. Deeg. Chasing down Pilgor. Is it B NATO? Does he have the double B? Is that what's going on? It's bug spray. He's got the bug spray. Or no, is that the... I still can't tell if that bug spray came off of Pilgor or Deeg. King Aaron on his tried and true king. Lots of health here. Gonna punch Deeg here. I think that's Deeg's bug spray. A log out of Mikey Key. Very interesting. King Aaron back for some action. Deeg, Mikey Key. The Dad running on top of Mikey Key. Mikey Key running for her life. Can she get out? Tons of action, tons of action. Mikey Key, again, down to 1 squatty, but standing right in the center. It's almost like if you can't get people to commit, you can kind of chill in the center just a little bit. People don't want to get third party trying to take you down, but it's looking close. Not a ton of busts so far. I think there's only been 1 or 2 busts. A lot of poking and prodding. Noxon getting a golden heart, full health. Noxon could all in someone, but look at this. Astro with an absolutely massive squad. First, Pilgor is going to be busted by Noxon. Can Astro make something happen, though? He's got a big squad. Will he attack? He does. He goes in on the Dad. Gonna get chased, though. He's being pincered. Noxon's gonna rip him up. And who's gonna win? I think that was Noxon. I think Noxon may have done it. 706. I just looked at his stream. Bug spray and barbs. Wow, very nice. GG. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Here are the game 13 results. This is the first game of the final set. Sharing the score in just a moment here. Let me go ahead and put that into the overlay real fast. Game 13. And here it is. Noxon in first place with 683 gems. Deadrar 574 in second. The Dad 285, followed by Mikey Key. Close between Mikey Key and the Dad. King Aaron and Deegdag also similar scores. So it's interesting. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all have kind of tight scores there. But it looks like Noxon picking up 2 kills, one onto Astro and one onto Pilgor. And then it looks like Bulldog busted by Deadrar. Balthazar also busted by Deegdag. So Deegdag picking up at least 1 kill there. Very nice, very nice. Deegdag stepping into cover for Mr. A. Thank you, Mr. A, for playing the first 12 matches. We have 1 minute prep for Spells and Heroes. Thank you, Noxon, for being a pretty fantastic driver of the lobbies. Keeping the flow going. Also, massive thank you to Greg for keeping it, basically being the rule proctor in the candidate thread. And also every leader that's in voice right now that is actively talking about the events of tonight and making their observations. Very, very, very happy that people are helping out for this. All hands are on deck. Deegdag, Doc, Greg, and Harsh all in voice. Okay. Sounds good. Our little pivots tonight have all worked, have all been smooth. I appreciate everyone going with the flow. Despite little hiccups along the way, it's gone very smoothly from my perspective. The dad is a third-party master. Absolutely. Mikey Key should play AQ. Mikey Key is a girl, by the way. She's a grown-ass woman. All right, bans again are Heal Pack, Blazing Light, Chicken Clones, Invis, Hog Stampede, Skeleton Barrel, Barrel Bomb, and Fireball. So there's a lot of bans, but it is straight play, free for all in a 10-man lobby. Looks like King Aaron is over on the Sonic this game, so off of the King. Noxon also on Sonic. Bulldog on the Mortis. Very interesting to see that. Showing his prowess on Mortis. Bulldog had a hot start to the tryouts today on Queen. He showed off a lot of different heroes. W to Bulldog for showing that he's got a lot in his back pocket. We appreciate that. Pilgor was busted, and we missed it. We didn't see where it happened. Not sure where it was, but Deegdag has taken a very toxic spike start. Very beefy HP core here. Look at the battle healer coverage. Balthazar stepping in. Deegdag still on that. Oh man, look at this. Oh no. Deegdag taking low. Deegdag busted. And Balthazar also could go down. It's just a matter of time, right? Mikey Key, surely. 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 Goes down, but now here comes Bulldog. Bulldog actually being very respectful of Mikey Key over in that corner. Of course, Mikey Key is definitely large and looking like she's in charge at the moment. Astro coming out of a shrink spell, it looked. Got Noxon doing the hypersonic farm. Does pick up the potion. Comes down. He had to give away 1 camp. That's fine. Where's the action? Everyone's kind of spread out. After there's a couple kills, the action can cool off for just a minute. As people kind of recenter, recalibrate, beef up a little bit more. I saw 2 on top of one another. It looks like King Aaron was chasing down Bulldog. Bulldog does lose 1 troop right there. Has a very low health wizard. And some wounded troops. Loses the wizard. Loses the trader. Loses the Leon. Gets the Leon back. Right into another grenade. Bulldog is going to run out. Picks up a heart. A much needed heart to keep that Leon a little healthy. Gets another heart. Leon still taken down to almost 0 HP again. The dad looking healthy with his squad. The question is, if he tries to fight one of these spikes, what is going to happen? Does he lose the squad immediately? Does he make it through? Astro taking a little bit of a beating. Now he's between a rock and a hard place. Down to 2 squatties. A little bit of fight top left. What's happening here? Bulldog being chased down. Bulldog taken out by King Aaron on that Sonic. GG to King Aaron. Taking out a very, very, very tough player. The dad, though, taken low. He's charging back up. Looking good there. 314 gems on Deadrar on that spike. Watch out for this bomb, though. That grenade lands, but the shrink is real. Deadrar might go down. Being swallowed. He's between 3 squads. Deadrar, can he survive to the very end? He will not. And who's going to take the gem lead for the end of this game? Game 14 scores should be coming in just 1 second. Noxon has been fantastic about posting this stuff like this. Massive W for Noxon. Okay, so here we go. And guys, guess what? Earlier, Mikey Key was saying, oh man, we had to toss the game where I got first. Guess what? Mikey Key came out on top in a big way for game 14. And here it is, nerds. Mikey Key with 946 gems. King Aaron with 625. The dad with 513. Asher with 408. Noxon with 390. Deadrar busted by Mikey Key. Balthazar busted by Mikey Key. Bulldog busted by King Aaron. Aaron taking out the Bulldog. And of course, Deegdag and Pilgor busted by Balthazar. So, but despite getting those 2 busts, Balthazar did go down shortly after that. 1 minute prep. We have the last 2 games incoming, guys. Tryouts are almost complete for tonight's portion of the TCM tournament team tryouts. This has been the solo portion of the tryout. Tomorrow night, there will be a team portion of the tryout that will also be streamed. At this moment, though, we are planning on Deegdag to stream that part of the tryout because I want to be in the comms listening to people shot calling during these games. Okay? That is why I will not be streaming the team portion. I actually want to be listening in on comms and also being in the chat, helping the players strategize a little bit between sets as to like who should be playing what hero. It will be the same time tomorrow. Yes, the team portion of tryouts will be the same time tomorrow night. That is the plan. And we will have most of these players back. I think there's at least 1 or 2 that have already told me that they cannot attend tomorrow night. So we will be looking to fill some spots with some players that can help. There are going to be people that are already close to us. Okay, they'll probably end up being some of the TCM players that are already on the roster. Like tonight, Noxon is playing. He filled a spot. Abel Brawl will probably be playing. Greg will probably be playing. If some of these players cannot return. We already know at this point that there's at least Mikey Key that cannot be here tomorrow night. And we already know that Mr. A has dropped out. And we can't rely on him having his device fixed by tomorrow because I think he really has to either get his battery replaced or buy a new device. But he has been communicating, and we do appreciate him at least being transparent about that. So here we go. Again, there are lots of ability bans for these final 2 games. And that list of ability bans, is it worth telling you really quick? Ability bans once again are Heal Pack, Blazing Light, Chicken Clones, Invis, Hog Stand. Uh-oh! Lots of action! Deadrar taken dangerously low. Deegdag also taken dangerously low. Does he go down? Oh, man. Deadrar, surely. Surely. Oh, my word. What's going on here? Deadrar barely skating away. The escape artist. Can he get out, though? He's not out of this yet. He's not out of trouble yet. He does pick up 1 more squatty. Does get a fusion, but he's still low. He's going to lose all of his squaddies here. Can he get out? Dad, excellent third-party moment. Does find Deadrar. The dad, excellent. Excellent timing there. Third-party master, the dad. Pilgor on the spike this game, swapping off of the queen. Pilgor's been playing a lot of queen tonight. Very interesting there. No units taken. Would have been nice to steal away his trader. But the middle has spawned, and it looks like no one is really there to claim it, or was someone there? Difficult to zero in on the exact part of the map that you want to when you start tapping left and right on the spectate screen. Astro has been busted, though. Dig-Dag is on that Sonic. Is going to be just running through, trying to farm up a little bit bigger. Noxon, middle, on the Sonic, just getting larger. Dig-Dag taking low, never mind, it's just the hell. No, he is low. He is low. Bulldog got busted, but who got it? I didn't catch it. Mikey Key and Noxon scrapping just a little bit. Supersonic ability expended. That's going to be a nice long cooldown. Noxon is going to be full HP when he comes out of it. The dad, though, still in farm mode. A little bit of a scrap over the center of the map. And who's there? Dig-Dag does pick up some money, it looks like. Lots of Sonics in this game, though. Lots of Sonics. Man, look at this health bar. It's so hard to tell. The visual glitch with Sonic, very difficult. Plenty of Sonics. Where's the action? There was some here. Pilgor, Dig-Dag, going in on one another. Pilgor, though, on that spike, going to melt away part of Dig-Dag's squad. Mikey Key farming up is a little bit more. We got 10 seconds left. What's going to happen? There's a massive fight on the left side of the map here. Little scrapping and chasing all the way around. Sonic's escaping. No one goes down. And how did we end? How did we end? What a wild game, dude. GG. That's game 15, guys. We have one more game in tryouts tonight. Again, thank you to all of the candidates who have been part of this experience. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to organize it. It's been awesome to talk to you all ahead of time, get to know you a little bit in DMs, understand what your, what you think about the game, what's your mindset, and also to like see you compete head to head. This is really cool. This is really, really cool. I will remind all these players before we sign off tonight, though, and I'll go ahead and post the Game 15 scores right now for you to see. Game 15 ended like this. Team format tryouts are tomorrow night, same time. We started at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. The stream has lasted about 2 hours and 20 minutes so far. Team format tryouts are exactly what they sound like. We'll be putting you into different teams and having you get into voice comms and work together to win games. So it will more closely match what the team tournament environment is going to be like if you make it onto the team. So last game hype. Game 15, though, Noxon edged everyone out just barely with 428 gems. Noxon did get one bust onto Bulldog, Pilgor 380, Dig-Dag 306, King Aaron 272, the Dad 262, Mikey Key with 238. The Bulldog did get 2 busts himself. And the Dad did get a bust over onto Deadrar. So very nice there. GG's. Tight lobby, tight finish. A lot tighter than it may have seemed. Let's go. Last game, guys. Let's finish this because I'm starving. You guys have been doing a great job. Absolutely. W for all the candidates. Thank you for trying out, guys. Let's go ahead and put the score away. We'll get into game 16. The final match of tryouts tonight. What is this? Starting, good luck. Here we go. Should have that spectate button pop up. I'm so excited to actually see scores at the very end of this. I don't know if scores are going to be available or not, or if we need to wait to post. But here we go. Spectate. Let's get it. I'm shocked that no one is playing RK. Crazy Foo. We saw a little bit of RK out of Mikey Key earlier. RK gets kind of abused by Spike. That's sort of the problem with RK. And also, in 10-man lobbies, Crazy Foo, there's not enough farm on the map usually for everyone to max out a squad. And RK, his power often is predicated upon maxing out a squad. Balthazar is busted early, though. Someone came out swinging there. Didn't catch it. Someone already has a penny with maps. Oh my goodness. King Aaron with the early penny pull. That's a choice. That's a choice. Okay. Bulldog, early aggression onto the dad. The dad slips away with 0 HP. Has to pop the supersonic to run. Question is, can the dad get away from Bulldog before that supersonic ends? Looks like he did. Noxon on the Sonic as well. Pilgor with the laser. Getting hit with those grenades, though. No losses, though. Very nice, Pilgor. The dad having to recharge that HP bar on his hero. There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say. Again, dad having to run. But really and truly, Sonic is a hyper farm character. You oftentimes want to get as big as you possibly can before you fight. You don't see a lot of Sonics that are taking those early fights unless they're running like tank, tails start with power tank ability. That's certainly a strategy. But there it is. Let's see, Bulldog again on the Mortis, trying to flex a hero that it seems like not a lot of players really want to play these days. But Mortis can be very, very good in team format play. Mortis does gum up people's ability to run away, stunning and slowing stuff. The bats really get in the way and help to protect. I don't think he realized that his key is on the ground. Someone's going to grab that key. He didn't pick up his key. Bulldog has left a key on the ground, and now it looks like Digdag wants to fight back against Bulldog. But Bulldog is standing his ground, going toe-to-toe with Digdag on that Sonic. Now he's saying, you know what, Digdag, come here. Will he continue the chase? Digdag turns around and instantly gets blown up. Bulldog showing the prowess of Mortis in a scrim setting. King Aaron. Pincer onto the dad. Very nice. One more pull, 30 seconds. What's going to happen here? King Aaron. Over 300 gems. Looking at gem counters. Astro. The dad. Noxon, 274. Mikey Key and Deadrar duking it out. But here comes Bulldog. Bulldog might have... No, he doesn't have the gem lead, but he looks like he wants it. And Bulldog, will he go down? Not quite. GG's. And that's it. Some days I can't stop dying in scrims. They are tough. Yeah, it definitely happens, man. Scrims are really, really hard. Everyone's trying their hardest. So GG's to everyone involved today. That will conclude tonight's performance. Tonight's tryouts for TCM, our brand new Squad Busters tournament team. soon as we get our roster solidified, you can expect our team to be entering tournaments. But this was part one of a 2-part tryout. Tomorrow night, we will have team format tryouts. Most of the players, almost every player that you saw tonight will be returning tomorrow night. The only people that are not returning tomorrow night are people who have bailed on the tryouts today or have told us ahead of time, I'm sorry, I have a conflict. I cannot come tomorrow night. So if you're in the candidate chat right now, we want to know, is there anyone that cannot attend tomorrow night? Super important to know this. Please tell us now. Need to know. Need to know. Need to know. And of course, GG's. You guys were awesome. And gal. Kiki. Was this on YouTube? Yes, it was on YouTube. This was all on YouTube. I have to talk to you about something after the stream at They Coming. Oh, okay. Cool. Heard, Knox, and heard. All right, dudes. It's been real. I think we're going to be holding the scores and posting them later. So if they're not posted tonight, I'll post them tomorrow afternoon before team tryouts. But we're going to be holding the scores. We have all the 16 screenshots for all the games. We know how everyone did. We've noted the penalty points for Pilgor and also for, I think there's a penalty point also for Bulldog. But nothing egregious. And of course, Mr. A had to drop out after the end of the third set. So, GG's. This has been fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed watching tonight. I hope to see you tomorrow night. I think the team format tryout portion is going to be even more interesting. So, Deeg-Dag, the plan is for Deeg-Dag to stream this tomorrow night. So, I won't be live, but you need to make sure to follow Deeg-Dag on Twitch. He also streams on YouTube. He has been dual streaming. So if you see something about TCM tournament tryouts in Squad Busters, he's my buddy, and he's going to be streaming it. So yeah. Love you guys, though. It has been real. Let's see if anyone is on Twitch that is going to keep playing. I will raid somebody if that's the case. I need to go ahead and get Twitch going here. Set the raid. Who is live right now? Who is live? It's all our guys. Okay, so no one else is live right now. I think they were literally streaming. Well, actually, let's raid Deeg-Dag. Okay, raiding for Deeg-Dag. Raid Deeg-Dag for my Twitch people. Whoops. Raid Deeg-Dag. So ready up if you're over on Twitch. Go ahead and give some love to our buddy Deeg-Dag. This guy is going to be streaming the event tomorrow night while I get to hang out in comms and actually chill out a little bit. But thank you for trying out, Mikey Key. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you could be here. We're gonna work with you. Okay. Let's chat more. He's just talking about in ladder. Tiki tucked in. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Much love. Peace out, nerds.